are fortunate to live in a beautiful location with its amazing landscapes here in Austria, ranging from mountains to lakes to having 4 seasons and more. Here at STGIS, we embrace our school motto, living locally to the extreme. We have the opportunity to experience the thrill of, say, boarding down a powering mountain. Imagine this, the sun is shining, the views are spectacular, the rush of adrenaline coursing through your veins, and of course the epic wipeouts. And yes, that is me, I will admit, after an epic wipeout. But how many more of these full winters will we be able to enjoy in the future? Haven't you noticed the changes? The snow is depleting, it's getting warmer throughout these winter months. The ugly head of global warming affects every region, and it's affecting Austria. We need to do something. We need to make a change if we want to continue enjoying the benefits of living locally. Here at our school, our local efforts are moving in the right direction. We have a high-energy sustainability executive. We have installed solar panels on the roofs, and all students are encouraged to recycle. And while this is good, we need to think bigger. We need to think on a global aspect of where to put our energy to stop these artificial projects from inducing global warming, such as the Willow Project. The Willow Project is a proposed oil and gas development project in the National Petroleum Reserve on Alaska's North Slope. The project is being led by ConocoPhillips, a multi-international energy corporation, and they plan to extract up to 590 billion barrels of oil in the region, which will then produce around 260 million metric tons of CO2. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, guys. That, plus the added infrastructure of roads, pipelines, drilling pads to an ecologically sensitive and essential to wildlife area, is just going to be catastrophic. People see this project filled with its advantages and disadvantages. For me, I can clearly see the disadvantages, but I will explain both sides. Because this is an oil and gas development project, there will be economic benefits. I see you economic teachers out there. Lisa Murkowski, the senior United States Senator for Alaska, has her website which provides information on issues and politics and offers meeting requests, and you can also send letters. Now you can actually see some of those letters sent to Lisa about the Willow Project. Directly, they all provide excellent opinions and reasons about this project benefits. For example, here, Willow is an essential project that will create union jobs, provide social and economic benefits to communities around Alaska, and support America's energy security. This project fulfills the promise that President Biden ran on and touted since entering the office. These are all excellent points. Some communities in Alaska will benefit significantly from these extra jobs and a more significant income. But the consequences are horrific. Environmental impacts are a significant concern regarding oil drilling and extraction, particularly in sensitive ecosystems like the Arctic. The consequences never stop. Habitat destruction, air and water pollution, oil spilling, climate change, the killing of animals, the risk to indigenous communities who rely on the land and water for their livelihoods. Don't we care? Shouldn't we care? I mean, we've appointed people to do these jobs. They do this for their job. They've researched, they've worked, they've lived, they've breathed, and they've proved their point, and they've said their say, and we still don't listen. Because what they've said is horrible, and it's not good. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, a global authority on climate science, has warned that the continued burning of fossil fuels will lead to catastrophic climate change. The Center for Biological Diversity, an environmental advocacy group, has argued that the Willow Project could destroy wildlife habitats and release large amounts of greenhouse gases. Indigenous communities in Alaska, some of the most vocal opponents of oil drilling and extraction, argue that these activities threaten their way of life and culture. Greta Thunberg, a climate activist, has called for a halt to oil drilling in Alaska and around the world, arguing that we need to rapidly transition to a clean energy system to avoid the worst impacts of climate change. People keep saying, the next generation will handle it, can make a difference, can make a change. But why us? That's my question, why us? Why do we have to fix your mistake? We've known about climate change since 1896, when Swedish scientist Spencer Arrhenius first predicted that the rising levels of carbon dioxide in the air could alter surface temperature. 1896! And we keep still, turning a blind eye for what? For greed? For money? For power? We are trying to stop these harmful things with petitions, with protests, but we can't do much because of society's social hierarchy. The people who can are the people with the power. President Biden can. The corporation ConocoPhillips can. So why aren't they? Why aren't you? This is our earth. This is our environment. This is our home. What's the point of money and greed and power if we cannot use them in the future, because soon we won't be able to? I want to reshare Greta Thunberg's words with you all, but primarily I direct them to President Biden and the world leaders. You are failing us, but young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you, and if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now is where we draw the line. The world is waking up and change is coming whether you like it or not. So, who will sign our petition and block the Willow Project? Who will stand up and make a difference locally and globally? Who will come together and change the world for the benefit? Who, if not us? Thank you.